A tutorial by Learn Fast Studios.
Welcome back. In this session, let us learn how do we calculate the kinetic energy using the Java program. To calculate the kinetic energy, the formula is given like an half mass multiplied by the velocity square. Hence, we require two quantities as an input. One is in mass, second one is in velocity, and then these two values can be of the decimal type. So let's type our Java program to calculate the kinetic energy. In order to type our program, we can use any editor, as I already told in our earlier sessions. Here I am using the Sublime text editor. Suppose if you are a Windows user, you can use a Notepad. If you are an Ubuntu user, you can use gedit or nano or any of the text editor you can make use of. So now let us get started, and let me create one kinetic energy dot java. So this command is going to open my Sublime editor with an empty kinetic energy.java file. This is my file. Now let me start coding by giving the class name. So we can observe one thing here, why I have given the class name as the same as the package, same as the program name, because I am writing my main method in this class. So that is the reason this is supposed to be the same with the file name. Now let me give the default prototype for my main method, which is nothing but the public static void main string AR. You can give any variable name here instead of the AR. Now this is my original code. Now because we are having some sort of then calculation, we need to declare variables. In my previous video, I already explained how to read an integer and then display that integer in the video link shown above. And then in another video, I already explained how do we read two quantities and then perform addition and then display that. That link is on the top. Now let me take the two quantities in the form of the double. So double mass and then velocity. And let me take one more variable, kinetic energy, which is nothing but the K. So I declared three variables. Each variable is a placeholder where you can store values in it. So from now onwards, that those locations can be accessed by using these variable names. Now what am I supposed to do? Now I need to take the input. So in order to take the input, I need to create one scanner object. In order to create the scanner object, I need to import one package, import java.util.scanner. This way I can import that scanner class. Since we are not writing the whole code, what a scanner class contains, I am simply importing that package. After importing that, now the scanner class is available. In order to access the methods in this scanner class, I am supposed to create one object for the scanner class. How do I create an object? Let me explain. Sc equal to new scanner of system.in. This part is called as a constructor. For this constructor, we are passing system.in, which is nothing but our keyboard input, as an parameter, and then it is going to create an object called as an sc. By means of this statement, my scanner object already got ready. Now I can make use of this scanner object to read any value. In order to read a double value, I am having one method in the scanner class, which is nothing but next double. So let me check with that. Mass equal to sc dot next double. By means of this, I can read a double value and then store the double value into the mass. Before that, let me display some message so that user can interactively enter the value. System dot out dot println print enter mass of the object. Similarly, we are also uh, about to read the second value, which is nothing but the velocity. So let me add some display message over here. System dot out dot println print enter velocity of the object. How can I read that? Velocity equal to sc dot next dot. As simple as that. By means of these two statements, we have completed reading the input values. Now we need to go for the next part, which is nothing but the calculation part. Calculation part of the kinetic energy given by the formula K is equal to half into mass into velocity squared. So we can write down like this: Ke equal to half, we can make it like an 0.5 multiplied by mass multiplied by velocity and then velocity. If you are quite interested in make use of math package, you can use math.pow function, which will help you to calculate the velocity square. So that thing I will be dealing it in our next sessions. Anyway, we have completed. We have taken the input values. After that, we perform the calculation. Later part, we are supposed to display what is the output. In order to display the output, I have to use system dot out dot print kinetic energy of the object is. Now I am concatenating the Ke value for this string. That's it, guys. We have, in order to calculate the kinetic energy, we read the values for the mass and then velocity. Then we apply the formula for the kinetic energy, which is nothing but the half mv square. Then later on, we display this kinetic energy. Now let us verify whether our code is executing properly or not. So to check whether it is properly executing or not, I use javac command to compile my code and convert that to the bytecode equivalent. Bytecode is a platform independent code which contains in our class file. After successful compilation, it is going to generate one kinetic energy dot class file. See, now you can observe there is kinetic energy dot class file which is available in my folder. Now we can take this class file and then readily execute on any other machine all over the world, irrespective of the platform. Who is the enabler enabler for this platform independency? JVM is the enabler for this platform independency. So JVM will act as an essential tool because your class file will get executed on the top of the JVM only, not on the machine. So let me execute. In order to execute in a Java program, we will be using one command called as in Java space the class name. What is the class name? We are having our kinetic energy code, kinetic energy. Simply press enter. Now it is asking me to enter the mass value. Let me give the value 45.4 and then velocity 3.9. Now it has been calculating the kinetic energy by using the formula, and then now we obtain this value. That's it for this session, guys. I hope you understood the concept. And now a small task for you. Uh, I have created one program to calculate the kinetic energy. Why don't you try to calculate potential energy, distance travel. If you complete, please post your code in the comments and I would be loving to read your comments. That's all for this session, guys. Thank you. Have a great day.